Hi all, I'm back again with another quick video for Bot War, and this time I just wanted to look at ram attack. One thing that you will, that those that know how to, that already play Bot War will know, is that the closer you get to your opponent in Bot War, the more brutal the action becomes. So at long range, a lot of shots don't have the power to make the long range shots, and you usually get what you call chip damage. So little, maybe one, maybe maximum of 2 damage points chipped off every turn off a model. You get within 10 inches though, and ranged attack can be pretty nasty, especially if you're boosting dice and trying to cause as much damage as possible with maybe 2 ranged attacks or things like that. However, the most brutal phase is obviously when you get into close attack, and some models have advantages. Some models are geared more towards close attack than others, but today we're just going to look at 2 models, which are Wolf from the Valiants and Stingray from Atlantica. Stingray does not have a ram attack. He has an air support special rule, which actually makes him quite fast. He can fly around the battlefield quite quickly. And so he's not as good in close attack as he is at close ranged shooting. So, but Wolf is much better in close attack and probably the same at close range shooting as what Stingray is. So for ranged attack, once again, I'll just put my cubes on my warriors here. Let's assume that I've prepared for this ram attack from Wolf, and at the start of my power up phase I've put on a bunch of cubes in order to activate my model in the way I want to. So the first thing we're going to do is it's come to Stingray's had his go. He's had some shots at Wolf. He's damaged Wolf. So Wolf is now, he's on 1 damage point as of the last video. So Wolf is now going to do a ram attack against Stingray. So he pays his 2 cubes for a special ability, and that ability allows him to add 3 inches onto his normal movement as a special movement phase. So he now can move 10 inches, which is well within range, so he moves into base attack like that. So he now has to spend his second activation, spend another cube for a close attack. So he spends a close attack, and Wolf decides to go all out and boost that close attack. So he will get his 2 close attack dice, plus for a close attack you always get an addition. You always get a black critical dice. Plus for a ram attack you get a second black critical dice. And he has boosted that attack, so he gets another purple dice. So that's a lot of dice that Wolf will be rolling to close attack on Stingray. So let's see how we go. I'll just move this building out of the way and see what happens. Okay, so Wolf has scored an 8 on those dice, which is pretty nasty. Before Wolf player was to roll those dice, Stingray had to declare whether he was going to boost his shields, which he did. So Stingray is going to get 4 shield dice to try and defend against those attacks, and has scored just 3. So Stingray has now taken 5 damage points. So Stingray is also on 1 damage point. So that's pretty much how a ram attack works. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Very simple. So they now will actually remain in close attack. Now there is a special rule for close attack that if you cause at least 1 point of damage on an enemy model, you can actually decide to step back 1 inch if you wish. It's not in Wolf's interest to really step back perhaps, but the reason why you would do that is it actually burns an extra activation for Stingray if he wishes to do a close attack to move in to him first, so he now only has one close attack against Wolf rather than he would normally have had two if he's in close attack, or one to kill Wolf and then an activation afterwards. So you would only do that if you're really low on health and you just want to step back and try and get your opponent to burn an activation or something in order to get into close attack again, in order to receive that extra black dice and potentially destroy Wolf. So that's available to every model, the step back. So it's certainly tactically viable, and it's something that that I use often in my games. Thanks very much. This is a very quick video, and I hope you enjoy Bot War.